Before money ever moves, your attention does. Before a product is bought, a vision is sold. Before wealth is built in the outer world, energy is directed in the inner one. Attention is your most valuable, misunderstood currency. More than dollars, more than crypto, more than gold. Because wherever your attention goes, your energy, your time, and your decisions follow. We live in a world that's desperate for it. Apps, platforms, advertisers, headlines, all engineered to steal it, hook it, and monetize it. And most people don't even notice. They believe they're behind financially. But often, what they're actually behind on is reclaiming ownership of their focus. And once they do, everything changes. Let's explore what it really means to protect, direct, and invest your attention with the same sacred intentionality you bring to your money. Because when you master attention, wealth doesn't just follow, it compounds. Attention is not just mental, it's energetic. Let's break the myth that attention is only about concentration or discipline. Attention is energy, it's the force you give to a thought, a relationship, a fear, or a desire. It creates fields. It shapes outcomes. Imagine your attention like sunlight. Scattered, it warms. Focused, it ignites. The moment you commit your attention to something, deeply, consistently, and with presence, you begin to build it energetically. Wealth doesn't begin with a paycheck. It begins with a pattern. Where do I habitually place my awareness? Ask yourself, do I spend more time focusing on what's lacking, or what's possible? Am I giving my best energy to the future I want, or the fears I don't want to repeat? What loops do I mentally rehearse each day? Gratitude, expansion, possibility, or comparison, scarcity, and self-doubt? Most people unknowingly become investors in other people's dreams. They consume, scroll, compare, feeding systems that don't feed them back. This isn't just psychological, it's energetic poverty. The first step in building real, rooted wealth is to audit where your attention flows. The economy of distraction. Let's be honest, the modern world profits from your distraction. Social media platforms track and sell your attention. Financial media thrives on keeping you reactive and uncertain. Marketing uses urgency to hijack your nervous system into impulsive spending. When you don't control your focus, someone else monetizes it, and what's worse, the more distracted you are, the more you crave stimulation over strategy, consumption over creation. And that's when true wealth slips away, not through one big decision, but through thousands of tiny ones made unconsciously. Think of it this way: every tab you open, every reel you scroll, every panic headline you consume, that's an investment of your energy. And just like financial investments, your attention earns returns. So the real question becomes, what is your attention paying dividends on? If it's not giving you clarity, calm, or creative fire, it's a bad investment. Wealth is born from focused attention over time. Here's the truth that nearly every wealthy person understands: you become what you consistently focus on. You don't build a thriving business by dipping in once a week, you build it by returning your attention to it, day after day. You don't grow your financial literacy by reading a single article, you grow it by feeding your awareness with intentional education. You don't experience peace with money by occasionally journaling, you cultivate it by placing attention on the experience of peace until it becomes familiar. Attention, when given consistently, creates momentum, and momentum, when nurtured, becomes reality. Most people want quick wealth. But true wealth is concentrated attention, applied with love, over time, the subtle power of selective attention. You have the right to be selective, to say, not everything gets access to me, not every opinion, not every trend, not every notification. This is not avoidance, it's discernment, because just like your money, your attention has limited bandwidth. Every moment spent on noise is a moment stolen from depth. When you stop responding to everything, you start responding to the right things, and your field clears. You begin to see what others miss, feel your own intuitive nudges, make decisions from clarity, not chaos, build structures rooted in your own values, not the algorithms. This is what real sovereignty looks like: Not control over outcomes, but control over your attention. The link between attention and receiving. One of the most overlooked truths in the wealth journey is this: you cannot receive what you're not paying attention to. It sounds simple, but it's profound. If you want to receive abundance, you must attune your awareness to where it already exists in your life. If you want to receive new opportunities, you must stop rehearsing the same old limitations. If you want to receive clarity, you must quiet the noise long enough to hear your own inner signals. What you focus on expands, so if you're constantly focusing on how far you have to go, that becomes your dominant experience. But when you focus, even subtly, on the ways wealth is already showing up, in your time, your ideas, your relationships, you train your nervous system to feel safe receiving more. Receiving begins with attention, not desire. Not effort, attention. Ritualizing attention to multiply wealth. You don't need more hours in the day, you need more intentional moments, and that begins with creating rituals of focused attention. Try these practices. Morning clarity window. Begin your day with 10 minutes of undistracted attention on your goals, values, or visions. No phone. No input. Just presence. Money check-ins. Don't avoid your finances. Greet them like a friend. Weekly check-ins with your money create a sense of trust and growth. Focused financial time blocks, whether it's reading, learning, or building, set sacred time for your wealth, and let nothing interrupt it. Evening reflection. Close the day by noticing where your attention went. Was it reactive or intentional? What do you want to shift tomorrow? You're not just organizing your day, you're aligning your field, and when your field is aligned, money responds. The greatest wealth is an undivided mind. The world doesn't need more frantic productivity, it needs people whose attention is whole, calm, directed, purposeful, because the more fragmented your focus, the more chaotic your results, but the more anchored your attention, the more elegant your financial reality becomes. What would it look like to live as someone whose attention is valuable, who doesn't hand it out freely, who guards it like sacred currency? Because it is. You may not be able to control the market, you may not be able to predict the economy, but you can control this. Where do I place my awareness today? Who or what gets my full attention? What am I growing? Simply by looking at it every day. This is not just personal power, it's spiritual wealth building. Final thoughts. Directing attention as an act of creation. Let's close with this. The world is built through attention. Markets rise and fall by it. Movements grow with it. Ideas live or die based on it. And your life, your wealth, your alignment, your fulfillment, follows the same laws. You are always creating, even when you're not aware of it. Every time you focus, you invest. Every time you invest, you shape reality. So shape it consciously. Turn down the noise. Tune into the life you want to amplify, because where your attention goes, wealth doesn't just grow, it begins. Thank you for tuning in. If this message spoke to you, like, share, and subscribe, and more importantly, honor your attention. It's the seed of everything you're here to build. See you next time.